Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. Look, everybody wants to talk offers and sales and marketing. That is the chocolate of business. But today's conversation is going to be all about retaining your customers longer, which is really the broccoli of business. We're going to take a deep dive into how you can assess where your customers are using strategies from Silicon Valley to help you boost retention and engagement with your customers so you can ultimately keep them longer. While it might not be the sexiest topic and not as cool as new customers, it's one of the most important. Let's dive in. We Do the Work is dedicated to those who believe in the tenacious pursuit of their dreams. In a world where we aim to turn ceilings into floors, we dive deep into the essence of health, wealth, and relationships, uncovering that true fulfillment lies not in our achievements, but in the journey of us doing the work. As you know, there is a cost associated with acquiring a customer. Lots of time, energy, effort, and money goes into getting the sale. So how come we aren't working as hard as possible to keep our customers post-sale? Today, we're going to dive into a simple strategy that you can implement to figure out how happy your customers actually are. And in order to do that, we've got to figure out why customers are staying and why customers are canceling. And we're going to do this through learning about the CHI score, Customer Health Index. Back in 1993, I took my very first introductory lesson at a Junri Institute of Taekwondo. Back then, we didn't even train on mats, we were training on carpet. And during this introductory lesson, the instructor had me do calisthenics and stretches and asked me to throw punches and kicks. And after each thing he told me to do, he had a little index card that had print on it, and he would take his pen and he would write a note on that index card. And at the time, I was 8 years old, and I was very curious and wondering, what is he writing on this index card? And it wasn't until I became an assistant instructor at the martial arts school that I learned that he was actually rating me on those different techniques. And this card would be used internally with the staff of the martial arts schools to rate the students as an A student, B student, or C student. This school, back in 1993, was using something that the Silicon Valley world calls a CHI score, Customer Health Index score. And while sometimes some businesses use some form of a rating score for their customers, where they typically fail is not actually getting feedback from the customer and asking them where they're at. They just kind of go off of gut instinct. And we really need to figure out why our best customers are staying and why some customers are canceling if we want to improve our retention. And we can do this by building a customer health score. What a customer health score? It's just a score that's given to the customer based off of a scoring mechanism that you build. And this could be based off of, in the martial arts world, how many classes they attend. Are they communicating and responding to our emails and text messages? Are they participating in events? Are they renewing? And you can actually build a scoring mechanism to rate your students. And you could do it as an A student, B student, C student, or you could use a color coding mechanism, which is what we do. We have purple clients, green clients, yellow clients, and red clients. And your purple clients, those are your best clients. Those are your brand ambassadors. Those are the people that you can have talk to prospects about their journey with your business. You then have your green clients, and these are clients that are great to ask for referrals or see if they want to upgrade. And then you have your yellow and your red clients. And typically in a martial arts school, these are going to be students that aren't super consistent. We don't have great communication with their families. And these metrics can basically give you a roadmap on what you should be doing with those individual customers. Quick break to highlight one of our partners, the ATA, the American Taekwondo Association. They are the largest licensee company inside of the martial arts industry. If you are looking to join a licensee program, check out atamartialarts.com. My favorite metric to consider, though, are feedback metrics. I was just staying at a hotel and I also had a plane ride. And after the plane ride and after the hotel stay, I got an email from both of the companies that said, how would you rate your experience with us on a scale of 1 to 10? This is what is called an NPS, a Net Promoter Score. And this is something that you can automate inside of your business through workflows, whether it's through email or text message, and you can reach out to your customers asking them, how do they rate your service? If you are not currently implementing NPS scores, I highly recommend you do this. In a martial arts school, this is something that you could send after a certain amount of classes have been taken. And again, you can automate this based off of attendance tracking. Maybe after their 10th class or their 20th class, you can send this out. And what it ultimately allows you to do is get ahead of the cancellation based off of the feedback that you are getting. Not a lot of schools have developed a culture of feedback internally from their staff, but also from their customers. And this is where the gold lies, getting feedback from your customers. And I think oftentimes businesses don't do this because they might be scared to quote unquote, look in the mirror, right? No business owner wants somebody telling them that there's something wrong with their business. It would be like telling somebody that their baby is ugly. But sending out NPS scores is a great way to see where your customers are at. Another really great method of feedback is to send out a survey. And this survey could be 3 very simple questions. What do you love about our school? What would you like to see improved? Any ideas that you have for us. And sending this out 1 to 2 times a year is a great way to get feedback from your customers. It's really going to be great for employee morale because you're going to hear a lot of positives about what they love about your business, but it's also going to give you a list of items that can potentially help you increase your retention if you solve those issues. You've got to be asking for feedback so you can get better. And remember, all feedback is a way from getting us where we're at to where we want to go. That feedback is going to help us close that gap. So my challenge to you is to implement your own form of customer health index score. Oftentimes, CRMs will allow you to leave notes. You can go old school and build this out on a Google spreadsheet. Figure out how you're going to rate your customers. Highly recommend in martial arts you consider their attendance. Are they upgrading? Are they renewing? Are they participating in events? But really look at the NPS scores and the customer feedback surveys that they're sending in. When you do this, you will be able to put your focus on those red customers or those yellow customers and figure out how you can turn them into a green customer and a purple customer. Again, there is a cost to acquire new customers, and maintaining and keeping the customers that you have is much more cost effective. So while, yes, we have to focus on getting new customers and sales and marketing, which is the chocolate of business, we also need to shift our focus and attention to keeping our customers longer. If we keep them longer, that ultimately increases their lifetime value to the company. So if you haven't eaten any broccoli today, make sure you get some on your plate.